Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Blake here from expforall.net. Happy to bring you guys the link once again. I know we've been on break for quite a long time, but I'm happy to be doing these again. This week we've got, I guess, a handful of exciting news to talk about today. Don't want to waste any time, so let's jump right into it. So if you have a Twitter and you follow Kanye West, or even follow any friends or I don't know, celebrities who are in contact with Kanye West, you probably would have already know that he's making a lot of what should I say, a lot of controversy, a lot of craziness just in general is going on about him on Twitter, especially with his new album just recently dropping. Well, he's got some other news that he's just revealed. It actually has to do with video games. Kanye West has announced earlier this week during his album release party that he's working on an upcoming indie title that's set to be focused around his mother and her journey through the several levels of heaven. You guys are probably kind of wondering about that, but his mom actually passed away back in 2007, I believe. Though the rapper was pleased to finally announce the project, he wasn't so pleased about the reaction of the trailer. He eventually went on a small rant regarding how special the game is. Well, I mean, I gotta say that is kind of sweet. That is kind of touching that he's actually making a game for his late mother. But come on, Kanye West, is the video game industry. You gotta pull out something absolutely crazy, absolutely stunning to get people interested nowadays. Trust me, all developers are having the exact same problem captivating their fan base, I guess you could say. Now, if you're a huge Mii fan like I am, then you'll probably be thrilled to hear that Nintendo has recently just launched their website, which is focused on their upcoming smart device app, which is focused around Mii's, entitled Miitomo. The app was announced last year, originally intended to launch before the year's end, but instead it was pushed into March of 2016. Yes, another delay that made me cry. Along with the website's launch, Nintendo has also begun pre-registration for all smart device users looking to register for a Nintendo account, which is basically the brand new Club Nintendo, along with their Miitomo name ahead of time. Now, I'm extremely excited for Miitomo. I love Animal Crossing. I love little like social apps where you could like make your own avatar and customize and stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff I'm into. I don't know why, but I've just always loved that sort of stuff. So I'm really excited for this to finally launch. Comes out next month. So if you have a smartphone, tablet, I don't even know, maybe it might work with a Nintendo 3DS XL or 3DS down the line. But if you have any of those devices, definitely go pre-register if you want to snag up your name before it actually launches, because you never know, your name might be taken. So don't take the risk. But I'm definitely extremely excited for this. Now, last year we at expforall.net had our first official E3 live show. We did it on twitch.tv, had everything set up here at my place, and we basically covered every single press conference. One of those press conferences that we covered that was a freaking long one was the PC Gamer press conference. Now, PC Gamer has announced earlier this week that their E3 PC-focused press conference will be making its return in 2016 with several improvements. Thank the Lord. The company acknowledges its mistakes from last year and stated they will be aiming for a much more exciting yet shorter show this year. Now, when I was covering this last year, I do believe the show was about 2 hours long. It may have went over 2 hours, but basically, I'm kind of happy that the company is acknowledging their mistake. I'm a huge fan of PC games as well, but just the announcements last year, there were so many announcements. There were too many minor announcements and too little big announcements, and I feel that's where they kind of failed with their press conference. I wouldn't say it was an absolute failure, but they probably should have cut it down in terms of time a little bit. Hopefully they're doing that this year. That's what it sounds like. They're probably going to go towards a more, traditional hour to an hour and a half long press conference. That'll be much better, but hey, I'm hyped to hear that they're actually bringing it back. It's nice to have more press conferences at E3. That's always a good thing. Now, as I said in the past, rumors and speculations regarding the Nintendo NX hardware just keep rolling in. They just keep rolling in like storm clouds, man. They're just not gonna stop. I don't even know when they're gonna stop. I don't want them to stop, but I would really love it if Nintendo would finally officially fully announce this hardware and just tell us what it is already, and hopefully put an end to all these rumors. Rumors surfaced the web from a YouTube user this week by the name of Super Metal David 64. and he has fans discussing the possibility of Square Enix's upcoming Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy 15 arriving on the Nintendo NX as definitive versions. Now that's kind of crazy. Now this is a rumor that both of these titles will at some point in the future will be arriving on the Nintendo NX, and due to the rumored Nintendo NX capabilities and hardware specs, these games, this software will eventually will be the definitive versions of the titles when compared to the Xbox One version and the PC version. Now it's pretty surprising, but at the same time it's not, because the rumors that we've heard recently regarding the Nintendo NX and its hardware specs pretty much blow PlayStation 4 out of the water. Not by too much, but by enough to the point where if this hardware is actually a home console, it's definitely going to be a lot more powerful than the PlayStation 4, and the visuals on the Nintendo NX will probably most likely be the best visuals we will be able to get out of next generation hardware. Hopefully we will actually hear about the Nintendo NX within the next month or so. I'm not really expecting to hear anything until E3 this year, but I can hope and pray, right? Hope, wish, and pray. That's really all I can do. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this week's episode of The Link, brought to you by expforall.net. That's not all the news we've covered this week. You can head on over to our website. We've got a ton more articles that we've been writing throughout the past week that you'll definitely want to check out. You will not want to miss those. But anyway, I will be back next Friday, same time. These will be up every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So that is our new time slot for the Link Weekly Show. But until then, you guys keep on gaming and have a good weekend. Peace out, everyone.